At the dawn of the 20th century, cars were a luxury only the wealthy could afford. They were handmade, unreliable, and out of reach for the average person. But in 1908, everything changed with the arrival of the Ford Model T, known as the Tin Lizzie. The Model T wasn't just a car, it was a revolution. Designed by Henry Ford and produced by the Ford Motor Company, it became the first automobile that everyday people could buy, drive, and maintain. Over the next 19 years, the Model T would redefine transportation, manufacturing, and even the American lifestyle. Design and simplicity, built for the masses. What made the Model T so special wasn't just its price, it was its simplicity. The car featured a 2.9-liter inline four-cylinder engine, producing around 20 horsepower, with a top speed of about 45 miles per hour. While that may not seem impressive today, back then it was more than enough to travel the rough, unpaved roads of early America. The design was rugged and reliable, with high ground clearance, a flexible suspension, and wheels that could handle dirt, mud, and uneven terrain. Its simplicity also meant that repairs were easy and cheap, even in rural areas. The assembly line, a production breakthrough. Perhaps the most revolutionary part of the Model T wasn't the car itself, but how it was made. In 1913, Ford introduced the moving assembly line, transforming manufacturing forever. Instead of having workers move from car to car, the cars moved down a conveyor while workers performed one specific task. This innovation cut production time from 12 hours to just 90 minutes, drastically lowering costs. As a result, the price of the Model T dropped from $850 in 1908 to under $300 by the 1920s. It was the first time a car became accessible to the average American family. Cultural impact, a nation on wheels. The Model T didn't just change the way people moved, it changed how they lived. For the first time, ordinary Americans could travel long distances, explore new places, and commute to work from rural areas. It contributed to the rise of suburbs, the development of road infrastructure, and even the growth of small businesses. Ford's approach to manufacturing also influenced other industries, from food to electronics, setting the standard for mass production across the world. By the 1920s, America was on wheels, and the Model T was leading the way. Versatility and customization, more than just a car. One of the most remarkable things about the Model T was its versatility. Farmers used it as a tractor, water pump, or even a sawmill. Mechanics could easily convert it into trucks, delivery vans, or snowmobiles. Its design encouraged innovation from the public, and countless homemade modifications were made. With accessories and attachments widely available, the Model T became more than just a car, it was a tool, a toy, and a part of everyday life. Legacy and numbers. A production milestone. Between 1908 and 1927, Ford produced over 15 million Model Ts, Mac. End of an era, the last Tin Lizzie. By the late 1920s, the Model T began to show its age. Competitors were offering more modern cars with features like electric starters, better styling, and more comfort. Ford resisted change for a while, but in 1927, the company finally ended production of the Model T and introduced the Model A as its successor. The end of the Model T marked the close of a historic chapter, but its influence would continue to shape the future of automotive design and industry for decades. Final thoughts, a true American icon. The Ford Model T wasn't the fastest, the most luxurious, or the most advanced car of its time. But it was the most important. It transformed the automobile from a novelty into a necessity. It empowered millions of people with freedom, opportunity, and mobility. And it laid the foundation for modern car culture as we know it. More than a century later, the Model T remains a symbol of innovation, accessibility, and the power of big ideas. Whether you're a car enthusiast, a history buff, or just someone who appreciates human ingenuity, the story of the Model T is a reminder that sometimes, the simplest ideas can drive the biggest changes. Let me know if you'd like this adapted into a podcast-style script, translated, or paired with a script for a visual montage.